Are you ready for wings? I probably am. Oh boy, this looks everything I expected. I expected something a bit more like, I mean, they're really up to your neck. I mean, that's how I drew them. But, I expected something more like Drawn to Life on the first game on the DS, where the wings kind of... Well, I just didn't expect the 3D aspect, because there's no 3D aspect in that game. So the wings just got rotated. Here, though, the wings actually kind of like go back from you. I didn't anticipate that. Although at that point, I don't really know why they... I mean, it's still cool they let you... Well, kind of cool they let you draw both wings. I feel like it would have worked just fine if you drew one and they mirrored it. It would make it easier to be consistent. But, game, I just drew something. Why more capital T trash? But... It's also nice you could make them asymmetric if you wanted, I guess. Why is there just debris? Why are there just... Why does this game have the idea that there are just coffee cups just blowing around in the wind? In this very naturalistic looking place. I feel like it would make at least as much sense for there to instead be... I need a darker brown than that. Do I not have a darker brown than that? Not really. I have this one, but that one's a bit too saturated. This is so small, a couple of the zoom levels aren't even distinguished from each other. Let me darken this real quick. Man, I have so many palettes now. It's a great problem to have. I just don't have the shades I need. Alright. Trying to recall how this sort of thing even looks at all from memory. I think that's pretty... I think that's fairly accurate. For some reason I just cannot get myself happy with the curvature of this line. Okay. And just as a formality, let's do a little bit of shading. I'll have a light source up to the top left this time, just because, well, one of these things are going to be rotating a whole bunch, so it doesn't too much matter. Two, I feel like it's going to be easier, in this case, to put it on this side and have it look good. And just a little bit probably of highlights as well. This is not a highlight, but my mouth went faster than my hands did. It's the sort of thing that really doesn't need much time spent drawing it, but I was just thinking to myself that a bunch of coffee cups blowing around here seems kind of silly in such a natural environment. What would make much more sense is a whole bunch of coffee beans flowing around. Alright, those are massive. Okay, well, I mean, we're small compared to everything else, too. I forgot they were that size. They're just really big coffee beans. Also, I'm now stuck sliding here. Hello. Man, they push me around really aggressively. I have not pressed anything since going into the air so far. Hi guys, I can fly too. We even have similar looking wings. And mine are, in fact, explicitly labeled after bat wings. We are kin now. Look at us go. We fly around together. You and I, monkey, though, we are not kin. Go away. What was that? Can I not? Oh, what was that? I can't pound anymore. I can't stop anymore. There you go, I can at least roll into stuff. I can't ground pound though, that's annoying. I just do lots of attacks. Hold on, camera. Back over here. It looks really weird too. Yeah, it's just the normal air attack. It's a normal air chop, but you just do it a whole bunch if you hold it for some reason. That's really strange. Why did they do that? That seems just expressly worse. Also, I could have rolled a ball into that guy to kill him, I guess, but... Also, man, that dog cloud, that's a very dog-looking cloud, by the way, is, kind of hard to make out against the background. Bees. Jeez, game, enough of the little things. Give me a second. Let me use the new gameplay mechanic for a bit. Bee. I gotta do the stupid thing. Forgive me. I still put some effort into it. Only a little bit. Only some. This is another one of those cases where it's partly just a protest against being told to draw yet another thing. As much as it is just me being silly or having fun or whatever. On the topic of something being charming and feeling like they really tried or whatever, having awkwardness that is, it feels like some kind of authentic attempt at something even if it came short. I don't feel like this game really manages to pull that off. There's a certain level of silly stuff going on. I mean, I think that it has to be that most of the things that follow short have to feel like believable mistakes and so on. This game just has too many things that you go, how in the world did they end up with that thing happening in the game for me to feel that way. That and the fact that it doesn't feel particularly original. So far it feels like the just kind of made a vague sort of imitation of what the first game was like. It is kind of funny seeing how you compare this game and the DS game of the same name. And it's funny how the game by the same studio as the first game actually evolved a lot past the first game, plot-wise and so on. Whereas there's a little bit that came from being on a new system here, of course. We're now in 3D on a whole console instead of on a handheld. With that comes like the physics stuff and palettes not being so limited and so on. But on the whole, like story and world-wise, this all feels very awkwardly and shallowly lifted from the first game, and imitative of the first game to a fault. Whereas, I mean, with all the characters having like the same personalities and not really like growing or anything, compared to the DS title, it was very much, yeah, same characters, but now they grow and so on. At least ones that matter. So you can't even tell a difference from here. Like, if I just told you those were bees flying around that hive, would you think that they're actually not? They look enough like bees. Also, hi, you just look like some dude. Just running around. I guess it's because you're wearing clothes, but that doesn't stop me from punching you. Look, boom. This world is very prejudiced against Bakus. I don't make the rules. I'm still amused how I was really wondering to myself for a bit, man, is there... Okay, man, they really just make all these clouds look like things. I was wondering to myself, man, is there really just a Baki here that... Nope, there's just a flying coffee bean up there. There's really just a Baki here in this area that's like part of law enforcement? Does that not have like implications for how Bakis are treated and whatnot? And we're... Okay, figured there'd be collisions for this big part here, but there's not. On the ear. I remember thinking that in the DS version next chapter. I thought that was kind of funny. Oh, what are these Bakis doing here? They're just kind of there. Okay, the sail though I can't collide with. A little hard to tell when they have so much trickery related to, Jeez, you can really glide here. So here there's a... There is wind there, like there's a current. I don't know what to do with it. Got stuck in that corner. Oh, why is there a current there? Okay, I forget that you can glide with this though. Like, you glide really quickly, really far. Look at that. And the camera does not feel obligated to keep up with you at all. I miss the days of Mario 64 where there was actually, like, in-universe somebody holding the camera and you could blame them for doing a bad job. You know, maybe the bigger berries are just these coffee beans. Oh, I have now lost all control. There you go. If the game decides that you're sliding now, even if you didn't actually press down anywhere, because there are just certain surfaces that make you do that, at that point, it's just... Okay, why does pressing A to flap my wings make me stop going up? I forgot what I was even saying now. Ugh. I really wish I could stop here. It would be very satisfying to do, but I can only chop repeatedly for some reason. Can't really tell which way is the way to progress here and which way is to do whatever else. Yeah, I dislike these clouds have lots of mismatches between their appearances and their actual collisions, which really bugs me. Where'd this take me? What? Why in the world did that hit me? I landed on you. Anyways. Up. I dislike that my offensive options are actually worse than they were before right now. Why can't I flap my wings in the air current to go up more? Where am I now? I'm here again. Just see? I land on an enemy and take damage. Why? Why am I sliding so much? Jeez. I don't think I can go down from there. Going bottom left is something I'm curious about, but I don't think I'm capable of doing it. Okay, anyways. So at least pick up this checkpoint. What's up here then? Because the draft is actually pointing the opposite direction. There's a bean field that's just trying to go in the opposite direction. Well, there's just nothingness off to the right, I think, so maybe you can't go that way? I'm not sure. Not like we'll ever know if I missed something, but... Anyways, everyone, I'll just do more of this next time. I figured we finished this level today, but apparently not.